Hello friends, welcome to Mysterious Stories. Today's story is truly astonishing, one that comes from China and revolves around a mother's unwavering determination and love. This is the story of a boy who was kidnapped at just 1.5 years old, and a mother who searched for him tirelessly for 32 years. The story begins in the city of Xi'an, China. A woman named Li Jingzhi lived there with her husband and their only son, Mao Yin. Jingzhi worked at an export company, which often required her to travel outside the city for work. During one such trip, she was away, while Mao Yin stayed at home with his father. One day in October 1988, the father and son were driving together when the boy's father stopped the car in front of a hotel to get some water. Mao Yin was sitting inside the car. It took just a couple of minutes. But when the father returned, his son was gone. That one moment shattered their world. Panic set in. They called the police. Investigations began. Days turned into weeks. Weeks became months. Months into years. Yet, there was no sign of Mao Yin. The devastated parents began a desperate search. They printed and distributed thousands of posters with their son's picture on them. They advertised in newspapers, put up banners, and even offered rewards to anyone who could help find him. But no clue ever came. Jingzhi's grief knew no bounds. She couldn't sleep. She would break down in tears whenever she saw her son's old clothes or toys. Her husband tried to console her, but he too was shattered. Back then, China's one-child policy was in full effect. Families were allowed only one child. But if the first child was a girl, some were allowed to have a second, hoping for a boy to carry on the family name. This twisted desire led to a dark reality, the abduction and trafficking of male children. Mao Yin was likely one such victim, taken from his parents and sold to another family. Years passed. But Li Jingzhi never gave up. She searched every orphanage, hospital, school, and even restaurants, any place where children might be. Every time she heard of a new child found or a kidnap case, she'd rush there, hoping it was her son. Even after 30 years, she didn't stop. She joined a non-profit organization called Baby Come Home, which helped reunite kidnapped children with their families. She helped over 29 families find their lost kids. But her own son still remained missing. Then, in April 2020, an unbelievable lead came forward. A tip came in about a man who had been abducted as a child from Xi'an, the same city where Mao Yin was taken. The tip also included a photo of the man, now in his 30s. Excited yet nervous, the parents reached out to the police. The man, now 34 years old, lived over 700 kilometers away in Sichuan province. The authorities tracked him down and conducted a DNA test. The results came in. And yes, the man was indeed Mao Yin. After 32 long years, a mother was finally reunited with her lost son. The boy, now a grown man, had no idea about his abduction. Raised by adoptive parents, he now ran an interior design business. His birth name was Mao Yin, but he had grown up as Ji Yuningning. It was later discovered that he had been sold for 6,000 yuan to a childless couple. While the couple raised him lovingly, they had unknowingly become part of a cruel crime, child trafficking. Today, Mao Yin lives with both his biological and adoptive families. His story not only brought joy to millions in China but also raised awareness about the deep scars of kidnapping and the resilience of a mother's love. Li Jingzhi never gave up. She believed her son was out there, somewhere, and she was right. Her story is one of heartbreak, hope, and ultimate reunion. If this story moved you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Stories like these remind us of the strength of a parent's love and the miracles that can happen, even after decades. Don't forget to subscribe to Mysterious Stories for more real-life stories that shock, inspire, and touch the heart. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and remember, no matter how dark the night, the morning always comes.